gold-backed IRA. Protect your money from the next market crash with gold and silver. Call now for your free gold guide.
800-535-7789. 800-535-7789. 800-535-7789. That's 800-535-7789.
Welcome to Fifth Street Sports, folks. I'm Frank Perez. We have Oklahoma Brian and Florida Rick. Today's our Friday edition, which is our major, where we have our contest. But by the way, we are on Sports Byline, SB Nation Radio Network. You can also find us on Facebook.com/Fifth Street Sports Talk and at Twitter at Fifth Street Sports. Guys, it's Friday. I mean, I've been playing hurt all week, but I'm feeling I'm on the way back. Yesterday, by the way, guys, between us, I had West Virginia and you guys had the rest of it. Fifth Street Sports, once again, 5-1. Boy, I mean, I'm telling you, we're blazing.
Wow, it's good. Good feeling. Hopefully I continue that streak in the Pick'em contest, and you don't, because I'd like to expand my lead this week.
Well, you're getting carried away now.
For everybody here. We want everyone to be undefeated here.
But you know what I was going to tell our listeners, especially with Florida Rick now jumping on board, and Brian, of course, right, is we're blazing hot, and we're not even in our sweet spot. Wait till we get to women's college basketball and regular men's college basketball. That is our complete sweet spot, and we're already, hitting 3-run homers every night.
I like it. What's the significance of the hat you're wearing there, Nick?
Me?
Yeah.
Nick.
No, it's Frank.
I meant Frank. Sorry.
I was in such a rush that I couldn't do my hair this morning. So
because with the hat you look like Nick. That's why I say that.
Oh well, yeah, geez. But guys, we got a heck of a show. I was going to tell you on the first after this first break, when we come back, we've got Alan Michaels from Pit Road. He's going to be calling in because there's some huge races here in Vegas this weekend. I didn't even, I wasn't even aware until I had a dinner with him that they race 300 days a year out of the 365 out here in Vegas.
We got Al Michaels coming on the show? On our show?
No.
Al Michaels.
Alan Michaels. But, I mean, when he told me that they race 300 days out of 365, I couldn't believe it. It's like a cult out there,
That's amazing. Yeah.
But guys, we're getting ready. We'll be right back. Stay tuned. We got a great show for you here. It's Oklahoma Brian, Florida Rick, and Frank Perez, Fifth Street Sports. Be back with you in just a couple minutes.
Attention business owners. Are you struggling while waiting for your customers to pay on their net 30, 60, or 90-day invoices? Can't get a business loan? Have no equity? Bad credit? Or maybe no credit at all? Then you need to call AmeriFactors right now. AmeriFactors will give you cash for your invoices and there's nothing to pay back. We simply buy your account receivables, and if those clients don't pay on the invoices, we take the loss. We give you funds based on your account receivables, not your credit. And 98% of all applicants are approved. It's that simple. With AmeriFactors, there's no more waiting for your customers to pay. We give you the funds up front, then we wait for your customers to pay us. Fund your business today. Call AmeriFactors right now.
800-847-1183. 800-847-1183. 800-847-1183. That's 800-847-1183.
If you want to fly somewhere, looking for cheap flights or cheap tickets, then call. That's right. Call the low-cost airline travel hotline now for prices so low we can't publish them anywhere. Low Cost Airlines has all kinds of cheap travel deals. Fly domestically and save up to 75%. You can even fly internationally and save even more. Yes, fly anywhere in the world and save a lot of money on your plane tickets. We'll even save you money with cheap travel deals on hotels, rental cars, even complete travel packages. So don't book your tickets until you call us first for the absolute cheapest prices on U.S. and international airline tickets and hotels. Call right now for prices so low they can't be published. Travel experts are here 24/7 to help.
800-754-4531. 800-754-4531. 800-754-4531. That's 800-754-4531.
If you or someone you love suffers from drug addiction, now is the time to utilize your private health insurance PPO plan. If eligible, receive up to $30,000 or more in substance abuse benefits with low or no out-of-pocket cost. We are the National Treatment Network, the premier drug and alcohol treatment referral service operating 24/7. We help connect you with facilities nationwide that accepts PPO private health insurance for substance abuse. If you have PPO substance abuse coverage and you need immediate admittance to a medical detox or residential rehab treatment center, call us now. Call our live referral helpline today. The call is free. This program is not available to Medicare or Medicaid customers.
Call 800-296-1252. 800-296-1252. 800-296-1252. That's 800-296-1252.
We're back here at Fifth Street Sports. I'm Frank Perez. We join with my co-host, Oklahoma Brian, my other co-host, Florida Rick. Hey, you guys, I wanted to get right to this over here because I know this is right up your alley because it involves larceny and you know, crookery and all kinds of, you know, right up your guys' resume. What do you think about these guys stealing signs in this World Series with Machado and these guys?
I would be disappointed if they weren't stealing signs. I would actually be offended if they didn't try to steal signs. That's part of the game, and I think the Red Sox need to stop crying and come up with better signs.
Stealing signs has been a part of baseball for, you know, over 100 years. Willie Mays made a career of stealing signs. The fact is, if you're giving away signs, then that's your fault. That's not you can't blame the player on second base. Now, if somebody's stealing signs from, you know, electronically, they have people out in the stands and so forth. That should be illegal. They should be banned for that. But someone stealing signs at second base, that's part of the game.
Wait a second. Hang on, Rick, because you said that it's okay to steal a little bit. But at what point do you take it from stealing signs is okay to like, oh no, you can't steal it like that? Because with today's technology, you can't tell me that if a guy, Brian, like what would you do to steal signs with today's technology?
I got to be honest with you. If I was a major league player, I would have like a friend or a relative out in like left center field with binoculars and another friend like right behind home plate connected to that guy with the cell phone, and I would have the guy behind home plate yelling out, you know, watermelon or bazooka or whatever code word I need to know what pitch is coming. And I wouldn't share it with my team either, because that's the way these things always go awry. Once everyone else in the locker room knows, all it takes is one guy getting traded and it's cat's out of the bag. So I figure if I'm making, you know, $5 million a year, I can afford, you know, for cousin you know, Tony to sit out in that left field and send me the signals. And if that makes me a bad person, I'm sorry, but that's what I would do if I was major leaguer.
Wow, Rick, talk about showing your hand and declaring. Okay, so now we got both of your guys' takes, and Rick, you said that you'd only go so far. Obviously, with Brian now, we know that he would have like no problem stealing out of the commissary or out of the offering basket. Okay, but at least like you draw the line at no technology, right? No, you know, no.
Yeah. Let's keep it to the guys on the field. You know, I mean, if you start hiring people, you know, in the stands, in the press box, in center field, you know, there's going to be no end to it. But you know, who knows? Maybe in 5 years from now, if we take that flight, we're going to see like you know, players position or fans position all over the ballpark, you know, outside, center field, you know, cameras all over, you know, with everyone stealing signs. But in reality, it should be the players on the field. If they're able to do it, then, you know, all the more power to them. If you can't keep your signals to yourselves, then, you know, don't blame them for, you know, being on second base and relaying it to the guy at the plate. But that being said, you have to realize if you're doing that, you know, be prepared to get a ball thrown at your head too, you know.
Really? So Brian, so then why are these Red Sox whining so bad? You know.
I'm gonna bite my tongue and not say something about Red Sox or Red Sox fans because I know we don't need that. But I don't know. You tell me.
Well,
it would be like can you imagine a poker player said, "Hey, I can't believe you figured out my tell. Like I can't believe you figured out that I grin when I have pocket aces, and how dare you use that against me?" I mean, that's totally absurd to complain. Come up with a more elaborate system of signals. Have a two-factor signal where the catcher sends a signal, and then the pitcher can adjust the signal by tapping his cap and have the signal go up or one in terms of the sequence of pitches. So many things you could do.
And then it's like it's really it's like an oxymoron or ironic that the Boston players would be complaining about stealing. When don't you remember the old adage like if we were single, they always say date a girl that's a New England Patriots fan because they don't care if you cheat. You know what I mean? So now, I mean that's the truth. So now and then all of a sudden the Red Sox are just doing nothing but whining about stealing. It's just.
What a world.
And they're up 2-0 in the series. That's the funniest part too. It's not like they're down 3-1. They're up 2-0 in the series. Getting ready to close it out here in the next few days, and they're still complaining. It's not enough for them.
Can I hear it?
You guys were talking about the futures price. I did a little research after the show yesterday. You know that teams that start off 2-0 are only 80% to win the series. So it's not. This thing is far from over, and this happens to be, a series that's going back to the team that's down 0-2. So I'm cautiously optimistic that we can still get a series out of this. Uh-oh.
Okay, I think Frank went out. But while we were talking about that, Brian, you mentioned something about poker.
Yeah. Go ahead.
And there's something I always thought about, and not to change this, it's kind of the same subject, but now we're talking about poker. If you're sitting next to somebody and they're showing you their cards, right? Like not on purpose, but they just happen to be showing you. Do you sit there and say, "Oh, excuse me, sir, I can see your cards," or do you just keep sneaking and saying, and seeing the cards as they come and playing every hand? This has been a question I've gone over with friends and other people for years, and I see it all the time at the tables. I'll see someone, "Excuse me, sir, I can see your cards," and usually an older fella, and I'm like, "Oh, that's nice of you." I don't think I would have done that. I think I'm gonna, keep looking at his cards. If he's willing to show me his cards, I'm going to take what he's giving me. Just like same in baseball. If they're showing you their signs, are you going to tell them that, "Hey, excuse me, Red Sox, we can see your signs right now, so you may want to change them."
Oh no!
Oh, there you are, Frank. All right,
guys, hold it up a second. I think we got Alan Michaels from Pit Road. He's calling in because he's out there at the track. Michael, are you on there on Sports Byline?
I certainly am. Good afternoon, guys. How are y'all doing today?
Oh, we're doing great, brother. We've been waiting for your call to tell us about all the action out there at the track tonight.
Well, I'll tell you what, we're getting ready just to pack up and get ready to leave out to the Strip, but just to catch everybody up on racing and what's going on motorsports this weekend. Of course, IndyCar has wrapped up their season a couple of weeks ago, but F1 has still got 3 events. They're down south of the border in Mexico for the Mexican Grand Prix, and currently in the second round of practice, which just got a yellow flag thrown on it. Max Verstappen and Daniel Ricciardo for Team Red Bull that are out front on that. Current point leader Lewis Hamilton standing back in 7th spot, and the second place guy Sebastian Vettel for Team Ferrari currently running 4th, but a yellow flag has just been put out there. So with just about 10 minutes left to go in the second round of practice down in Mexico, the F1s are under a yellow, and of course they'll qualify and get ready for the Grand Prix running on Sunday. NASCAR for you guys out there. Martinsville is where the NASCAR Cup teams are at this weekend. The Monster Energy Cup Series is there along with the Camping World Trucks. I just got notification from Martinsville Speedway, everybody, that rain has canceled all activities on the track for today. So the 2 practice sessions that were scheduled for the Camping World Trucks have been put off. Everything for the Cup Series has been moved up to Saturday. So the Camping World Trucks will qualify Saturday, October 27th at 10 a.m., and they'll race a little bit later on that afternoon. And as far as the Cup goes, their first practice scheduled tomorrow morning at 9 with the second followed up at 4 o'clock, and then they'll qualify then. Right now, 8 drivers in the chase standing by, the 8 moving on to the next 3 races, which will be Martinsville, Texas, and Phoenix, is Kyle Busch, Las Vegas native, Kevin Harvick, Martin Truex Jr., Clint Boyer, Kurt Busch, Kyle's brother, Joey Logano, Chase Elliott, and Eric Almirola will rate the next 3 races, and of course they'll battle it out to the last one in Phoenix, and then the top 4 will run for the championship in Miami. But, Frank, and you guys back at the studio this weekend in Las Vegas, it's a big racing weekend here for everybody. The U.S. Legend Nationals are here. 150 Legend cars will tackle the bull ring this weekend. Practice started out yesterday, and qualifying and heat races will continue on through tonight and tomorrow.
Alan,
so,
Alan, Alan, can you hold for? Can you stay with us for 3 minutes, because we got to take a break and we want to hear the final qualifiers going in Vegas. So just hang for about 3 minutes. We'll be right back with your Fifth Street Sports. Don't go anywhere. Are we clear?
Not too long ago, draw your cash from the bank, didn't it? For a vacation or a new car. But today, withdrawing your own cash has become risky. Pat Boone here for Swiss America. According to The Secret War, a new Swiss America white paper, I learned that all banks are now required to spy on you and me for the government, and then report any financial behavior deemed suspicious or unusual. You must read The Secret War. It's free. Truth is, I believe the government's new war against cash is really a war against us all. But the secret is now out. So please, get and read The Secret War.
Pick up your phone and call right now. 800-932-5517. 800-932-5517. 800-932-5517. Once again, that's 800-932-5517.
Hi, I'm Dr. Robert Clapper, Chief of Orthopedic Surgery at Cedars-Sinai Medical Group in Los Angeles, California. Dedicated to your health, your life, and your sports. As a weekend warrior, you know about sports injuries and pain. Exercise is an important element in keeping your body's core in good shape to minimize sports injuries. But when you are in pain, there is one product that I recommend to my patients, and that is Blue Goo Gel. Blue Goo consists of a proprietary formula developed specifically for the treatment of inflammation and general muscle aches and strains. I recommend Blue Goo for my patients coping with hip and knee pain before surgery, especially bursitis and tendinitis. Give Blue Goo a try. Call 1-888-330-0123 and you'll receive a 1-week supply of Blue Goo absolutely free. The makers of Blue Goo are even paying the shipping. The number again is 1-888-330-0123. If you want more information on Blue Goo, visit online at www.dothegoo.com.
Now available at select Big 5 stores near you.
Drowning in IRS debt? If you can't afford to pay your IRS debt due to economic hardship, you can now be free of IRS collection efforts by taking advantage of a special IRS tax hardship program. This program allows Americans who owe the IRS to resolve their delinquent tax debt once and for all. In some cases, maybe even reducing what you owe significantly. An open phone line has been established by Community Tax for consumers to call and see if they qualify. Simply dial 800-426-3569. If you owe back taxes to the IRS and cannot afford to pay them back or have years of unfiled tax returns, help is standing by. Just call the Community Tax Helpline today at 800-426-3569 for the help that you need. Don't take on the IRS alone. They can attack your wages, savings, pension, home, and even your Social Security check. Call 800-426-3569 to see if you qualify. That's 800-426-3569.
Welcome back to Fifth Street Sports, folks. This is Frank Perez. We are on the Sports Byline SB Nation Radio Network. When we left off on the last segment, we had Alan Michaels from Pit Road. He was giving us a breakdown on all the races. But Alan, I got a question for you, because in between our segment breaks here, this is our show, by the way, is talk you can bet on, and we had a few of our listeners write in. Is there anything that we can make some money on? Anything you like? Any value? Anybody to win a certain race out here in Vegas?
Well, if you want to look at it that way, I'll tell you what. If you're looking at something to put some money on, go to the Pro Stock division. Okay, the Pro Stock division, great cars out there. Really, that Erica Enders is who you might want to look at. She's currently standing in the playoffs, and of course, the NHRA is in their playoff round too, with just 2 events to go. Las Vegas this week, and then, of course, wrapping it up in Sonoma. But Erica Enders has really dialed in this track before. We have watched her win out here several times, and, in fact, it was a couple of years to where it was Erica Enders in the Pro Stock. So if you were looking to bet on something like that, I think that would – I don't know what the money lines are actually going for. Steve Torrance in Top Fuel, you guys, I'll tell you what. He's 169 points up, man. This is his event to win, to lose down the stretch. And we talked to Steve yesterday at the NHRA luncheon, and, he said that we are just going to keep doing what we're going to do. But Steve Lawrence is some good even money. If you were looking to see somebody come back and maybe to pull it out in the end, Clay Milligan in the Top Fuel, man. He's currently standing in second. But Steve Torrance, 9 wins this year. He's on a roll, 4 straight in a row with 2 events, and could a little bit of luck be a lady be with Steve out here this weekend, seeing him pick up 5 straight wins in a row in the Top Fuel division.
Wow! So there you go, guys. From one of the top guys out here at Pit Road, Steve Torrance, to win this thing. Get some cash down on him, and Erica Andrews, and that was in the which race is she currently?
Pro Stock division. Pro Stock division. I'll tell you what. Funny Car is right up in the air with Robert Hyde holding an 11-point lead over J.R. Todd right now. So that's really, as far as you come down to it, is the points battles with 2 events to go. That's one right there. I'll tell you what, I wouldn't count my money out on J.R. Todd either. He's only 11 points down. Robert Hyde, who drives for the John Force Racing team right there in his Auto Club Chevrolet. But J.R. Todd, 11 points back. Maybe a little money on that DHL Toyota Camry, man.
Okay. Hey, Alan, we gotta get on with some football. But listen, brother, I would love to have you in the studio next week so we can really go over some of this stuff, because we have a lot of our listeners love to bet on these motorsports. Maybe next week you drop into the show here with me, and me, Oklahoma Brian, and Florida Rick, we can talk about some real racing here.
We'll definitely set it up, man. Going to be a great NFL weekend, too, for that, all kinds. And, of course, we're right in the middle of the World Series. But, motorsports is rocking and rolling. And don't forget, On Pit Road Racing each and every Monday afternoon, 3:45 to 4:15 on the EMG Radio Network, 91.5 HD2 with a live stream at therebelhd2.com. And looking forward to joining you guys next week in the studio.
You got it, Alan. Thank you, brother, and you have a great weekend.
Thanks, my friends. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Hey, fellas, did you guys take notes on all that stuff? That's right from Pit Road.
Love it. I knew. I think that this is when I knew that Fifth Street had made it. We got Al Michaels. I can't believe you only asked him racing questions. Nothing about Collinsworth or, Miracle on Ice, all the great moments he's had in his career.
No, but that's Alan. That's Alan Michaels. But I was going to ask you now. In between the things, you just gave me a really hot selection on a horse, and I hope it's not like the last exacta you gave me. That what was it? We bet a 1-5 exact on something. Hey guys, hang on a second. We got Rockford's home, baby. Boy, he's been gone all week. Here comes Rockford in the house. Let's see what he's coming up with. All right, Rockford's picks this week, you guys. First, right out of the chute, 116 Boston College +4. It's going to be 144. It's going to be Charlotte +7.5. 172 Tulsa over 48.5. And game 168 Florida +7 at home against Georgia. So there we go. We got Rockford's in with 4 picks. You guys got any comments on any of these Rockford games? Do you oppose them, or are we going to ride them?
I like the Tulsa over. I think that's a good play.
I like Boston College. I'm big on Boston College.
The Tulsa game, Tulsa's playing Tulane, who's starting a new quarterback this week. And although they run an option offense, supposedly this guy's more of a passer. They're going to run a more up-tempo offense. That's a play I'm already betting. So we definitely match on the Tulsa over.
Now, Rick, this Florida did you say that you like Georgia, or are you?
Yeah. I'm definitely opposite with him on that game. Everything else, I especially like Boston College. Tulsa over makes a lot of sense. Charlotte was one of those games we talked about earlier in the week that Billy Donlin actually had typed in about, and I said how the while it seems like a good play, it was a little scary because the public seems to be more on the dog in this game. But I see now the money is all showing up on Charlotte too, so that's obviously right. The only one that I have a problem with in this is the Gators. I mean, I understand the rivalry, and I know you got to kind of make exceptions for these games. Georgia's on a mission now after that loss at LSU, and I don't see them having a problem in this game. I see them kind of rolling through Florida all the way to the SEC championship game.
So as we run Rockford's picks through the Fifth Street analysis, we like Boston College. We will take Charlotte. Brian, you confirmed the Tulsa over, but Rick, you oppose the Florida +7, right?
Yeah, that's the only one that I have any issue with. Everything else makes a lot of sense. Yep.
Well, there you go, folks. Now, speaking about that horse you gave me the other day, you guys, had me really hot on this 1-5 exacta that we played. Obviously, it was a loser, right? Because it was a straight 1-5 exacta, correct?
Yeah, it was a 1-5. I think you boxed it, right? I think, right?
No.
So you're the only one that won, right?
No, I didn't box it.
Oh.
It didn't come. No,
Okay.
You know the way it finished is like when I was in college one time. I used to date a girl that she had one boob bigger than the other one, so I entered her in a wet T-shirt contest. She finished first and third. So that's that's the same thing that happened in this race. We finished first and third, and I had the exacta. But guys, so anyways, let's hope we win this next race. I can't reveal the next race, but I hope we win it because I've already paid a $650 initiation fee.
The initiation fee is critical. You cannot win until you pay the initiation fee.
Hey guys, Andrew, this is for you. Here we go on Fifth Street Social. Jimbo Mullen says I really like Pitt +2.5 and Illinois +17.5 this weekend. What do you guys got for Jimbo?
I kind of agree with both those plays. The Pitt play makes a lot of sense in terms of the public is really big on Duke. The line hasn't moved much. I know you want to take Duke, just judging by that they're a better team, but on the road here, I would lean towards Pitt and Illinois. I would take the 17.5. I don't love it, but I would lean that way. Any thoughts, Brian?
I do like the Illinois +17.5, and don't really have an opinion on the Pitt game.
The only thing I've gotten on that Pitt game, I've seen a lot of sharp accounts on the under 46 in that game. But
okay, it's going to be kind of cold over there in Pitt, so
yeah. So there you go, Jimbo. You got confirmation on Illinois. Basically, no opinion on the Pitt +2.5. I think it's going to be a wild and wacky weekend, fellas. We got some good stuff. I can't wait to get to the contest because I'm going to be 4 games behind, Brian. You got a commanding lead over here.
Hopefully more commanding after this week. I'm not a team player. I know Rick roots for everyone, not me. I want to win, and I want everyone else to lose. Is that wrong? Hey, speaking of which, yeah, I can't. I'm bored. I'm a natural competitor. And I'll give you an example. You were talking about looking at people's hole cards. One of the great things about having children that maybe you'll find out someday, Rick, is as they learn to play like board games and cards and Uno, kids are terrible at showing you their cards. And that's one of the funny things about being a parent. And I'll tell you what, I take every chance I can. If my kids are going to show me their cards when they're playing.
Well, Brian, but here on Fifth Street Social, you just got a Frank LaCava right now says to you on Fifth Street Social, if you look at someone's cards, it's bad karma. There you go, brother. What do you think of that?
I'm good enough I can win despite the bad karma. That's what I say.
Okay. So, it doesn't bother you, huh?
If you see enough of the cards, you don't even need the karma.
So let me ask you something, Rick, because you're a big time poker player. If you're sitting there next to a guy and you're playing at a pretty decent limit, and the guy is he's flashing you a couple of his cards, you're seeing whole card here and there, you actually would tell him and then instead of taking advantage of it?
No, I'm kind of the other end of the spectrum. I wouldn't say anything. I wouldn't actively look to see his cards, but if he's just holding them straight up for me to see him, I'm not gonna say anything, But other people I see do a lot, and all the more power to him. Go, Brian.
He's a nice boy. I was gonna say.
Guys, I don't know. It all depends. I don't think I would say nothing. I mean, they wouldn't say nothing to us. We got to get ready to take a break. Fifth Street Sports, Oklahoma Brian, Florida Rick, Frank Perez. Back in 3 minutes.
Attention to anyone that's written a book or wants to write a book. The process is not that complicated. Take a first step. Even if you write a page a day, you'll build momentum and your book will become a reality. The hard part is getting it published. That's when you need to call Page Publishing. They've got hundreds and hundreds of thank yous from different new authors, just like you. They make the process of publishing your new book and getting it sold online a simple process. You can learn how simple it is right now by calling for your free Page Publishing New Author Submission Kit. One quick 3-minute phone call, that's all it takes to get free information and learn how you can get your book published. Pick up your phone right now and call us 24 hours a day at this number. 800-603-0885. 800-603-0885. 800-603-0885. That's 800-603-0885.
Do you use the blue pill to charge your sex life? Have you been thinking about trying the blue pill? What if we can promise you the same results for less than $3 a pill? If you're paying $20 a pill for the other pills, you're getting taken to the cleaners. Our pill delivers the exact same results for less than $3. We'll do the math for you. You'll save more than $16 a pill for the same results. Want more? We'll give you 40 blue pills or 40 yellow pills for $99 and add 4 more pills free. You save more than $500. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to know what to do next. You need to call and get your 44 pills for just $99. Stop overpaying for the other blue pills. Call us and start saving a ton of money for the exact same results. Ordering is fast and easy with your pills delivered to your door in a non-marked package. 800-223-0992. 800-223-0992. 800-223-0992. That's 800-223-0992. Dish TV is better than cable TV. Why? Because you can save 45% on packages compared to your high-priced cable bill. Wow. Take those giant scissors out and cut the cable and save with Dish TV. Plus, you get a free DVR upgrade to record your favorite shows and free installation. And with Dish Anywhere, you can watch TV for free on your mobile device. Act fast. You can save hundreds of dollars. Does your cable company do that for you? Get all the best TV programming at your fingertips at a fraction of the price of cable TV. So say adios, arrivederci, goodbye to the high cable bill and save up to 45% on Dish TV packages today. These are limited time offers and can change at any time. Call fast. 800-405-2561. 800-405-2561. 800-405-2561. That's 800-405-2561.
Guys, we're back. Fifth Street Sports on Sports Byline, SP Nation Radio Network. All right, here it is, Friday afternoon as usual. Our Pick 100 contest, but we have our new, newest co-host, Florida Rick. He has come in. He wasn't able to start the contest with us from the beginning, but his 5 picks are very valuable. Rick, what Andrew here, our producer, wants to do is he wants you to go first with all 5 of yours, so that then Brian and I can battle it out on the thing. So let's take your 5 picks first, and I'm going to be writing them down because I bet your stuff, you know. All right,
yeah,
let's
I
go,
think we
brother.
typically are. All right, well, I'll give you 5 in a row. First play is game 140 Northwestern, +5 at home against Wisconsin. This is an early start on Saturday afternoon. Northwestern always plays tough at home, conference games, non-conference games. And I think if Wisconsin gets out of here with a win, they're very lucky. So if Wisconsin wins this game, I think there's a win by a field goal or less. But I fully expect this to be a pick-em type game. I love Northwestern plus the 5.
All right.
Since I'm going all 5 in a row, here we go. Next game is game 166, Cal plus 11.5 at home against Washington. As we think we've talked about Washington before, I mean, they are the ultimate Milton Berle team. So Washington's going on the road, laying 11.5 in a tough spot in Berkeley. I think Washington will win the game. I expect it to be close, tight the whole way. Washington will get it done as they usually do. They'll probably win by 3, 4, 7 points, and happy as always to get out of there with a win. Another game which we talked about earlier in the week, which was I think during the Dog Pound segment, and I believe this one opposes you, Frank, but it's 180 Oklahoma State plus 3.5 now. Maybe came to +3 even money, but you should find 3.5 dog 15 dog 20. Oklahoma State, this is one of those raucous environments, prime time Saturday night, Halloween weekend. Sure, it'll be a blackout, orange out, white out, red out, whatever one it is this weekend. But it's gonna be terrifying for these Texas players to see everyone dressed as ghosts, goblins, ninjas, and I think Texas loses this game outright. I know Oklahoma State hasn't been playing great this year, especially like they have in the past. But Texas is a really bad spot for Texas here. I think Oklahoma State gets this win. And on the next game is game 210, Arizona plus 9.5. Another dog pound play we discussed earlier in the week. Another home primetime nationally televised dog, which, as I've said before, those are my favorite games to bet in all of sports. You're getting 9.5. Oregon is going to be, has played some tough games of late. This is supposed to be an easy game, kind of like one of those sandwich type games after all their difficult schedule before them. Arizona's going to be up for it. I think Arizona's going to, if not win, be in there till the final gun. And then the last game is one we just talked about earlier, which is that opposite Rockford, which was I'm taking 167 Georgia minus 6.5. I gave my reasoning earlier, but I think Georgia is just far the better team here. They know that they have that one loss. They could only afford one loss in a year. They're just going to stomp on everyone until they get to the SEC championship game when they play Alabama, and that's going to be a war. So I love Georgia to roll, and I'm taking a minus 6.5, and that is my card.
Okay, so quickly we're going to recap, Rick. 140 Northwestern plus 5, 166 Cal plus 11.5, 180 Oklahoma State plus 3.5, 210 Arizona plus 9.5, and 167 Georgia opposing Rockford at minus 6.5. Rockford took 7. He got a good line, which you can get both. But, Brian, before we start the contest, for some of our new listeners, Rick has mentioned several times, maybe 3 or 4 times, that he likes a game because, let's say like this Cal plus 11.5, because it's an Uncle Milty game. Explain to us, I like the way you explain an Uncle Milty. What does that mean to some of our new listeners?
So, legend has it, Uncle Milty had a very big package, you might say, back in the day, and it was legendary. From time to time, he would be challenged as to who had the bigger piece of equipment, whether it was Uncle Milty or the Challenger. And whenever Uncle Milty faced this type of competition, legend has it, he would take out just enough to prove that he in fact had a larger member than the Challenger, and that's where the term comes from. Milton Berling it, taking out just enough, using just enough to get it done. So, if you're a team that doesn't necessarily run the score up, but just does enough to win, you might say they're Milton Berling their opponent. So that's a
We've
G-rated.
been using that term for about 15 years now, Frank. So yeah, I mean, it's just part of our regular vocabulary.
So for our new listeners, an Uncle Milty game would be Uncle Milty had a extra large member, and he would only pull out enough slong to win. He didn't need to take it all out, right?
That's correct.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
all right, guys. So there
University of Washington has been an Uncle Milty team this year, right? They don't ever cover, but they get it done each week.
Okay. Yeah. There we go, guys. Now it's time for the Pick 100 contest. Brian, I got the button, baby.
All right.
And you're not gonna like it when this comes up on the board, because right now, if you look behind you, you just got your pocket picked. I took Navy, game 207 plus 24. 2 can steal.
Wow.
All of us can steal in this group.
Wow. I admire it. I admire the competitiveness taking a play from me. It's all right. That's a good play, by the way.
Thank you. I got Navy plus 24, brother.
First play, Frank takes Navy plus 24.
Oh, yeah.
I like the play. I really respect the source, I might add.
Okay.
My first play is kind of a hard luck team that we've made fun of, especially the coach of this team. But, this is I think this is a good spot for Louisville playing a home game against a really pathetic Wake Forest team, an abysmal defense. Louisville's been kind of a hard luck team this year, but this is a good spot for them. I like them laying 2.5, game 138, Louisville. That's my first play.
Okay, my next play, as I'm looking at your board, I love it because I'm 4 games behind and I got to make up ground. I got game 175, Kentucky plus 7, that I know it's going to oppose one of your plays, and I need to be heads up with you on these key games because I got to make up ground. I definitely don't want to match because I don't need canceled games. So I'll take 175, Kentucky plus 7.
Okay, so I guess I'm going to jump right to that game since I'm opposing you on that. Yeah, I'm going to go opposite of you. I'm going to take Missouri. This is one of my favorite spots late in the year in college football. If you ever have an opportunity to take an unranked team who's favored over a ranked team, and generally speaking, that's a good formula. But when that stretches out to a touchdown, it's an absolutely phenomenal system. And I happen to like Missouri against this Kentucky defense. I think it's a great matchup. I think Missouri goes up and down the field, scores at will. So I look to expand on my lead with that game. I'm glad you're taking Kentucky. Good luck.
No. Well, I need the heads up matches. I'm going to take – okay, now I had this game 187 Purdue. They're plus 1. I was getting 2.5 earlier. And I like this game before Michigan State's quarterback was listed as probably doubtful or not going to go. I'll still take Purdue plus 1 as my third choice.
Yeah, I've seen the same play at a few sharp accounts and familiar with the quarterback situation. Are you worried, though, about this being a little bit of a come-down spot for Purdue after the, basically season statement win they had in the previous week against Ohio State?
Yeah, and then believe it or not, when this Michigan now it's looking too good. Michigan State quarterback out, this and that. They played good. They killed Ohio State, the whole deal. But I'm going to stick with it. I'm going to think that they're mature enough to not be letting down after a huge win like that and try to catch this little wave, this Purdue wave, this Boilermaker wave.
Okay, all right. My next game, I'm going to go to game 170. I kind of don't like the fact that I'm laying a bad number here. I'm laying 3 on San Jose. This game's been bet to death all week. If I had the ability to play this on Monday, which I did, but not for the contest, I was taking 1 or even 1.5. It was pick 'em by Tuesday, and now Louisville's actually a 3-point favorite, and I'm still going to lay the 3. You'll hear me mention this frequently on the show, but one of my favorite phenomenons, and it's the numbers back it up. One of the really weird angles in betting is Steam on or against UNLV has a phenomenal record in football and basketball, and Steam is dead set against UNLV, so I'm gonna hold my nose, lay 3 on San Jose State.
Wow, good luck. Here, this next game over here is game 271, the Packers, plus 9.5 at the Rams. Now, I was watching a lot of stuff on these sports channels and stuff, which I think they're already setting a big trap for the NFL gamblers, talking about how these Green Bay Packers are going to be traveling like 8,658 miles because of their travel schedule, like starting with this week and the next 3 games. They're going to be actually traveling almost 9,000 miles within the next 4 games. Like, they're already here at this one. So I don't know how many miles to the other 3 games. But they act like that's a factor. These are NFL top-of-the-line athletes, probably flying first class on a lot of these flights. When they say, like, oh, the Packers are traveling like 8,600 miles in 4 days, it's going to kill them, they act like they're going in covered wagons or motorcycles. They're going on first class on 757s, okay? And these are first-class athletes. So don't worry about all that traveling East Coast, West Coast crap. Packers plus 9.5 here.
I'm like the only guy in the world that likes the Rams in that game. You're with good company. Every sharp guy and their uncle is on the Packers this week. I'm probably dead wrong on the game. I like the Rams, but I think you're probably on the right side. Okay, so now I'm going to go to game 191, Cincinnati. This is should be a fun game. This game went to overtime last year. They're going on the road to SMU. SMU really needs this game to be bowl eligible. It's been kind of a pretty challenging year for SMU, to be honest. I made this line 12. I think it opened around 10. It's been bet down to 8.5. I say enough is enough. I'm laying the 8.5 on Cincinnati. Not one of my stronger plays, but I think there's value in Cincinnati minus 8.5.
Okay, well, I'm going over to London again. I'm going to take game 252, Jacksonville in London, plus 3 against the Eagles. I know this Jacksonville team has been playing horrible the last few weeks, but they've got to make it happen now. They got to make it happen now, and they do have the team and the talent to do it. I've been betting against the Eagles most of the year, except the season opener. Remember, I bet that one, and we won that one. I was going to leave the country if they lost. So I'll take Jacksonville in London, plus 3.
Well, this might be just what the doctor ordered. You remember Jacksonville wasn't spectacular last year until they went to London, and they had that big wake-up win against the Baltimore Ravens where they, beat them by like 40. Maybe the same thing happens again. We know the Jaguars owner wants to move it's no secret, he wants to move his team to London if he could pull that off. They used to go to London every year, so they definitely have that travel routine down. Boy, their backs are against the wall, but so is Philadelphia. So I think the loser of that game could be in big trouble.
Brian, you may have to wait till this break because we got about 15 seconds. You may have to wait for this break to release your fifth selection, which that's okay, folks. This is going to be Brian's number 5 selection. When we come back on this break, Fifth Street Sports, we'll be back in just 3 minutes for our Brian's last selection and a few other things.
Attention business owners. Are you struggling while waiting for your customers to pay on their net 30, 60, or 90-day invoices? Can't get a business loan? Have no equity? Bad credit? Or maybe no credit at all? Then you need to call AmeriFactors right now. AmeriFactors will give you cash for your invoices and there's nothing to pay back. We simply buy your account receivables, and if those clients don't pay on the invoices, we take the loss. We give you funds based on your account receivables, not your credit. And 98% of all applicants are approved. It's that simple. With AmeriFactors, there's no more waiting for your customers to pay. We give you the funds up front, then we wait for your customers to pay us. Fund your business today. Call AmeriFactors right now.
800-847-1183. 800-847-1183. 800-847-1183. That's 800-847-1183.
If you or a loved one is suffering from a physical or emotional condition that has left you unable to work, then listen carefully. Take this number down. 800-593-7491. That's 800-593-7491. When you call, you'll speak with a Social Security disability expert and get a free evaluation to see if you may qualify for disability insurance benefits from the U.S. government. That's right, a monthly cash payment paid directly to you from the Social Security Administration. Whether you're applying for the first time or you've already been denied disability benefits, call now. The disability attorneys at Pinnacle Disability can help you build your case, file an appeal, and represent you at no upfront cost to you. Don't wait another minute to see if you may qualify for your Social Security disability benefits. Call Pinnacle Disability Group at 800-593-7491 for your free case evaluation. That's 800-593-7491. 800-593-7491. Call now.
Are you an inventor who would like to try to have an invention or idea patented and submitted to companies? But you don't know what to do next? Call for free information from InventHelp. InventHelp, a leading inventor service company, has been helping inventors since 1984 and has sales offices located in more than 60 cities nationwide. You'll want to talk to the company that has helped secure more than 7,000 invention patents. So call InventHelp. Even if you have an idea for improving an existing product and don't know where to go with it, you'll still want to call InventHelp for free information. You'll find out how InventHelp may assist you in trying to patent your invention and submit it to companies. So call now.
Call InventHelp at 1-800-316-1738. That's 1-800-316-1738. Get your free information by dialing 1-800-316-1738. That's 1-800-316-1738. 1-800-316-1738.
Hey, it's Frank Perez here on 5th Street Sports, SB Nation Radio Network. Sports Byline. Guys, we're back. We have Brian's 5th selection in the contest. We're ready to go. All right, Brian, shoot number 5, brother.
It's kind of an anticlimactic selection, but I'm taking the Seahawks in the NFL. This is a team I haven't bet much this year, but I feel like 3 is too many points to be giving them on the road in Detroit. So 261, Seattle +3. Seen it in a lot of sharp accounts this week. It makes sense to me. I'm going with it.
So there we go, guys. There's our pick 5 each on the contest. I hope we have a great week. Hope I make up some ground. Rick, Brian, anything quick, because this is talk you can bet on. We've been red hot in almost all the sports. Anything we can give them really quickly today? Bring home some extra cash?
I have a couple plays, Frank, for tonight's NBA games,
okay.
Which I like a lot. First game, Clippers and under. I like both these plays a lot. No James Harden. Chris Paul coming back from suspension. Clippers have been playing well together. Tobias Harris is on fire. Gallinari's been playing well. I think the Clippers win this game outright. The Clippers and under +3.5, under 217.5. And I actually can't believe I'm saying this, but I like the over 236 in Washington, Sacramento tonight. This game is just going to be no defense. It's be an all-star game.
Clippers +3.5 and under, and then Sacramento and Washington over, right?
237. Is that the record so far for this year? 236. Okay.
No, I think it's been 239.
Okay, here I'll throw out quickly. I like the under in game 504, Dallas Toronto under 223, and I like Wyoming in college football.
Dallas Toronto, but you're sticking with that Wyoming. It's got a 5-point line move, you know.
Got to stick with it.
Jeez, well, you guys, I got nothing that you guys took one of the games right out. I really like those Clippers too, so I'm going to stick with Rick. I'm going to double down now that Rick liked it. By the way, guys, thanks. I was on the show. I missed that horse. The one wins. What was the mutuals on it?
I think it didn't pay much. It was like 6-5, I think, is what it closed. So you didn't miss out on much.
Wow, and then it came in 110 on the exacta, right?
That's right.
Wow. Listen, folks, great. Thank you for being with us all week. We appreciate you. 5th Street Sports. We'll see you Monday, 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern. It's been Oklahoma Rick, Florida Rick, Oklahoma Brian, and Frank Perez. Thank you for tuning in to 5th Street Sports.